the problems. My name, of course, is Joe Underwood, and just to give you a real quick background, I'm in the fence industry. I've known Mark for a few years now, and what got me started with regards to where we are going to go with reference to area code shopper. About 2 years ago, I was sitting in the office trying to figure out a budget and how Titan Fence could interact and react to the World Wide Web and the net. It wasn't a bolt of lightning because I'm not quite that intelligent, but after a lot of due diligence, I understood that the internet was a vehicle for Titan Fence to put themselves in contact with the local consumer who was interested in my product and or services. So that was the forerunner of Area Code Shopper. And the intent of Area Code Shopper morphed, if you will, not unlike a caterpillar and a butterfly, into a program that allows the local consumer to search for local products and or services using the internet. All of you are familiar with Google and Yahoo and Bing and AOL and all of those other little search engines that are out there. But again, putting the local consumer in contact with your customers at MFT, it just doesn't exist. There's 30 spots, as an example, on Google, and for a little tiny fence company in Modesto, California to compete for those 30 spots, it's almost impossible, if not impossible. Again, for the local fence contractor to stay up on the technology that's required to get placement on the first page. So once again, the advent of Area Code Shopper was to do just that. Allow fence companies to be able to list themselves in a directory not unlike Yahoo, Bing, or Google, or any of the others, and put their message in front of the local consumer who shops on the internet. With all of that said, because there's going to be a ton of questions with regards to how do you get placement on first page, what are keywords and keyword phrases and all that kind of stuff. And some of them are answerable. Well, they're all answerable, but maybe not to the satisfaction and understanding of everybody that either asks the questions or is listening to the question and the resulting responses. What I tried to do with Area Code Shopper was to give, let's just say, Mike a tool that he could give to his sales force, who in turn could give it to all the downline people like Titan Fence, an avenue to get on the internet in their local area. And their local area is defined by area code. And I'm going to use Titan Fence as the critical example. If in area code 209, as an example, there are 136 cities, and there are 194 fence companies in area code 209 that compete with each other in some varying degrees. With that said, if there's only 30 spots on Google, how can all 194 fence companies get some kind of placement on the first page? It isn't possible. Obviously, it's not possible. So now, as a sales rep for MFT, and you go to your favorite fence company or a fence company that you're trying to get their business, you can put them on areacodeshopper.com with all of their contact information for free. And that's really germane in that it allows your customer to be in one category that they select in their contact information for one city for free. If they want to go to additional cities and additional categories, Area Code Shopper obviously has to have a source of revenue, so they have memberships. And those memberships are paid, and they are the red, white, and blue. And correspondingly, the red is 2 categories, or, excuse me, 4 categories and 4 cities within the area code, all the way up to the blue category, which includes 8 cities and 8 categories for $99 a year. Mike is going to talk about how that might be beneficial to you as a company in putting your downline customers, like a Titan Fence, in contact with Area Code Shopper, either through MFT or just through the internet electronically. I'm going to there's a whole lot more with regards to this, and I'm sure that there's some questions that are going to be coming up. But remember this little acronym. It's called DIFT. And it's really important that you understand do it for them, DIFT, because most of the people that you're dealing with, and I mean most, not all, cannot even fathom how to interact with the World Wide Web and the net. It's way beyond what they're willing to devote to it, because what do they do for a living? They dig fence post holes. They're not internet gurus. They're not SEO specialists. So with that, I'll turn it back over to Mike and get off of the mute.